Welcome to the Gara Group. I'm Robert Shockey, and I'm here with Kosta Gara. How are you, sir?
I am good, sir.
Yeah?
Great to be here.
Are you kidding me? This is amazing. This is one of an icon in the industry right now.
Thank you.
And
I appreciate that.
Such success that you've had throughout your entire career. And
I feel like a dinosaur, Robert. It's
Really?
been so many years. My gosh.
Well, you don't look like one. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Thank you.
And I'll tell you that we're excited to be here in the studio in Miami. And it was I'm new to the team. I'm really new to the team, and I've learned about you through other network marketing companies and so on and so forth. Got to see firsthand some of the work that you've done in transforming a company, which was really exciting to me. Being from the corporate side myself, it was really exciting to see all the different things that Gara Group does, and I thought it'd be a great opportunity to get in front of the camera, ask you a few questions.
Boy, putting me on the spot.
Yeah, just a little bit. There are some lights here. So Kosta, you've been a distributor. Mm-hmm. You've been in the trenches, master distributor
for decades.
Yeah, right, believe this, and master distributor, company owner, right? And then you make this transformation almost to becoming a vendor supplier. Tell the people why would you make such a transition? Obviously, you have all the success. Why would you make the transition? What was it for you?
You know, I'm glad you asked that question, because I sometimes ask that question myself. What really was the reason why I transitioned from, being a distributor to company owner, and I could have pretty much retired. I've done very well, been successful, I'm very blessed. But for me, rather than focusing on just one company, Robert, and in the industry, this profession that has been very good to me, I decided to be a vendor where I can share these skills and knowledge and expertise that I've acquired in the last 2 decades, share them with the world. Not with one company, not with one group of distributors, but with hundreds of companies in the profession, resulting with potentially affecting tens of millions of people's life. So why I really came in, because I saw so many discrepancies, so many challenges with other vendors in the profession. Lack of, obviously, the technology. The technology was so outdated, so old, and so what we call the 90s look. So that was for me very important. And then on top of that, another important thing for the companies that have actual tangible product is their accuracy, their efficiency, and the speed of delivering products from the company to the distributor.
Vital.
And those were all lacking. So that's one of the reasons why I came into the industry again, this time as a vendor, so I can actually pay it forward in a larger scale.
That's amazing. That is truly amazing.
Thank you.
So we're looking at it from a distributor standpoint. You're looking at it from a distributor standpoint, and being in the trenches as a distributor, as a company owner, and as a master distributor, you're looking at it at some of the flaws that might be there in the business itself, right? And you're saying, how would I do this differently? And then you started implementing that with the Gara Group.
Absolutely.
What do you think is really missing for distributors and the company? Like, what do you think for a distributor is so important that the company might be missing?
Very good question. Actually, before I answer that, let me go back, and I want to highlight something that is important. A distributor, where I used to be a distributor for decades, has really 2 jobs, Robert. Promote products, share the products of their company,
Absolutely.
and number 2, share the opportunity and promote the opportunity to people who also want to earn money. That is it, 2 jobs to do. The rest all falls on the company's hands. They are responsible for handling everything else. And unfortunately, a lot of these companies fall short from delivering that perfect back office, the service, the customer service, all of that. So when I saw that, I realized the back office that I mentioned earlier, they're outdated. The logistics are not fully functional in the 20th centuries, the 21st centuries that we're in. And all of that resulted for me to decide to come back to deliver something that is unique. And that is why, because a distributor in 2020 has a very different mindset than a distributor like you and I, where we built back in the 90s or 80s.
Belly to belly. They call that the belly to belly model.
We're in what they call a Facebook, Instagram era.
That's right.
They need to have what we refer to as KPI, key performance indicators to have in their back office to see results, reports, have access at their fingertips. And that's what was missing, Robert. And this is why we decided to come back to deliver something unique to empower the distributors, which obviously if they're fully engaged and empowered, they can deliver more volume, hence win-win for everyone.
It's win-win-win. Everybody wins.
Absolutely.
I like that mentality a lot, and I've seen you actually implement that. It's not theory. It's not it's not one thing that you're doing for one company, as they call it, the one trick pony, right? Yeah. So I'm really good at back office, or I'm really good at front end replicated sites,
sure.
But that's
or logistics,
yeah. Or one or the other, and that's okay. It's great to be efficient sure. and perfectionist at the one thing that you're doing. But what I've seen so far from the Gara Group here is that you not only do that one thing really well, but you do many different types of services really well. What do you think the challenge is from a company standpoint? The company owners out there, they're watching us right now, and they are faced with serious challenges about what service providers to work with and how to vertically align that, right? Making sure that they have a successful business. But what do you think it is that companies are really missing in working with multiple vendors?
Really, at the end of the day, there are two options. Yeah. Either you do it all in-house,
yes.
which is extremely costly, and most people don't have all the skills and expertise and resources. Or number two is obviously sourcing them out to different vendors, which results in, as you said earlier, having a customer service vendor, having a logistic vendor, a back office, audio video production company, event company, publishing company, and so on and so forth. So many different vendors. What's the problem with that, Robert? Well, easy. It's very simple for one vendor to blame the other, pointing finger, because they're not all under the same roof. So more often than not, it results into problems, issues, errors. And when those errors happen, the company suffers. And unfortunately, there hasn't been a solution up to now, which we as a Gara Group created that. Gara Group is a conglomerate parent company to 8 divisions, providing customer service, social media, back office, logistics, everything you need to focus on building your business. And guess what? The bucket stops at us. We are going to handle everything for you. So there will be no excuse, no issues, no problems. Anything happens, we're responsible, and it's one company, all employees under one umbrella, same culture, flawless communication.
Over 200 employees, I believe.
Worldwide.
It's really, truly amazing. There's so many different logos here, but they all represent such a strength in your brand, in the Gara Group brand itself.
Indeed.
And that also has to lead to greater profits and greater stability for these companies, to be able to look at one group and say, fix this, or remedy this, or thank you.
Truly, because as you know, network marketing is already a difficult space,
Absolutely.
Difficult business. So the last thing you want is have external problems that you are not able to control. And that's where we come into picture. We'll take the headaches away from you. All you got to do is focus on generating revenue, growing your business. Let us be the behind the scenes guy and manage it all for you.
I like the fact that you've been in the trenches. I can clearly identify the
and made
issues.
About 1 million mistakes, my friend.
And millions of dollars too. Let's not forget. So we welcome you to learn more about what the Gara Group can do for you in consolidating, maybe it's 1 or 2 areas of your business, or consolidating multiple areas of your business and streamlining your success in the direct marketing space. This has been Kosta Gara, the Kosta Gara, sharing some wisdom with you. Stay tuned. We have some more interesting insights and tips that's coming from Kosta in the next few weeks, and we welcome you each and every time in the studio. Thank you so very much.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Great to be here. And do you got Gara?